How can there be warfare in my reality? How can there be anything that takes me away from that sense of direction? I tell you, cut yourselves off. Stop this game. Stop this nonsense. If you really want to move beyond it, it's time to really start making that choice. I know you're all tired. You're as tired as I was when I was at that point. Frustration. Experiencing a mismatch of energy, cut it away. It's only a sense that is telling you that your universe is too narrow, that the energy levels do not match. Why stay in a bathtub when the water is too darn hot? Why not simply change the heat of the water? That is what your senses are showing you. That is how your senses communicate to you the essence behind the senses. What is your most perfect and desirable reality? And suffering simply means not making the choice to choose for your essence, to choose to move your essence into a space where it can flourish, where it can sense what it wants, where it can experience that which makes it expand, and from there on creates expansion to the whole galaxy, the whole universe, and all beings with it. The answer to this question, why not do it, is very simple. There is a cycle going on at this point in your soul which has created a certain laws of sovereignty. And this loss of sovereignty, which is a deeply implanted soul fear, simply means that you think that you have to suffer. Look at your religions. What is the first thing you are told, let's say the Christians amongst us? That you are a sinner. That you are in original sin. This original sin is nothing else but a reflection of the loss of sovereignty. So instead of believing that you have separated yourself from God, I challenge you to say, celebrate the fact that you have separated yourself from God. Because in that act, you celebrate that aspect which you have once called God in becoming your own sovereign Godhood, your own sovereign being. That is the normal process of creation. That is why Creator has generated you and has made you into its own image, because Creator is simply another version of you, another aspect of you, another part of you, where in the end, all of us are one. This is the importance of understanding these senses, because if you do not start to work with them, if you do not start to accept these things and start practicing them, you will notice that you cannot move into ascension status. Even though we have always talked about ascension instead of ascension, and this word still holds true. Yes, it is true that you will move into ascension status within this reality. But no, it is not true that this reality can then in any way contain you. Making the choice to step into that ascension status simply means that you start sensing what your reality truly is all about. And then alchemy will come into play. A very simple alchemy of taking away those attributes where you sense that your reality is restrictive. That will be the practical part of working with these things. Now, the beautiful part is that these 12 senses, each connected to 12 DNA strands making up the whole 144, exist on the horizontal plane. So beginning to play with these things, as you will begin to play with them in the next few weeks and the next few months, basically means that you begin to get used to existence on the horizontal plane, and automatically remaining subfrequential realities, remaining vertical mental existence will be obliterated from your reality. But I challenge you, be prepared. Prepare yourself for this. Your life, as you move through this hologram that we are creating together, will no longer be the same. It won't work the same. It won't feel the same. It won't be the same. If you're not ready to say goodbye to some old aspects of yourself, before you move into this, I ask of you, cut the cord. Make the choice. Step through it. I know it sounds scary. I know there still are some things inside of you that don't quite feel right. Don't quite feel ready to let go of them, you think. I don't really know, Ekara, if I want to let that one go. I know that one is attached to all of these over here, but you know what? All of these over here I don't really have a problem with. So those I can let go. And then you fool yourself, because those things over here that you are able to let go are connected to this one thing. The time of compromising yourselves, my dear friends, is over. The time of doing it 99.9% of the way is over. Cut the cords. Make the choices. Because we have a space waiting together. A journey waiting together. And I know it is the calling of your soul to step into that. I know it is, because otherwise you would not feel something when I speak of the sense of direction. You know that this is already operational inside of you. So why do I want to begin with discussing the sense of time? You may want to ask. I believe personally that time is your ticket out of here. Out of the space that you're in, out of the smallness that you still create for yourselves from time to time, out of the lack of focus that keeps you distracted from time to time. Time is the ticket out. Because when you begin to understand the sense of time, you will begin to see that all of these things that you don't like about your life can very easily be removed by changing your perception of time, by making time into a sense. And then you will begin to see that you own time, that you can claim time, that there is nobody who can tell you when to be where at any given moment. Oh, but we have a past agreement, so I now hold something mental in my hands because we have agreed upon something, yes? I'm sorry, but if that is what you want to believe, then you are stuck. If that is what you want to see, if you want to choose anything out of the past and prove your right to be in a certain reality with that past, then you are recreating energy that already exists. And this then is the big difference between old energy paradigms and a new energy paradigm. Old energy structures were all based upon creating a stable energetic base, the root of a tree. And from that base, add new energy to it so that the tree of your creation can grow. This is old energy existence, is it not? You begin a career at age 20 or 25 or 85 in some cases, and you try to hold on to that career as long as you can. If you happen to be born in Asia and you lose that career, you choose to let go of life in some cases. And so you do it with everything. You do it with your careers, you do it with your love, you do it with everything in your life. You create a house. And the old energy paradigm of that house needs 20 or 30 years in some cases of adding to.